I'm Lematopic, and welcome to Cats and Dogs, where I reveal who's growling, who's howling, and who's in quarantine in America's largest pet sanctuary for mad dogs, the White House. Thank you. Thank you very much. You may have seen news of a spectacular new chapter in civil unrest in America. Yes, the angry mobs have revolted, and we all know why. Because McDonald's new triple cheeseburger didn't look like it does in the advertising. Some ordered a triple, but got a double. And they're not loving it. You saw what I did there. American menu mix-ups are nothing new. In presidential elections, getting the opposite of what you ordered is the new normal. At the burger bar of politics, Americans ordered an Al Gore starter and a Hillary Clinton main course, but they got a George W. Bush brisket, followed by a Donald Trump beef jerky. I mean, no offence to beef jerky, and any resemblance to actual beef jerky, living or dead, is entirely coincidental. More surprising than a downsized burger is an upsized President Trump's nomination for the, wait for it, Nobel Peace Prize. Yes, it's true. And here's the public's reaction.
A Nobel Peace Prize for Donald Trump. An American nominator tossed the presidential candidate's name into the mix for the annual prize, awarded to someone who has done the most or best work for peace. The Peace Research Institute reveals the nominators cited Trump's, quote, vigorous peace through strength ideology, but chances may be slim for the billionaire who joins about 200 individuals currently considered for this prestigious prize. The bottom line,
Trump's nomination is like putting Pablo Escobar in charge of the war against drugs, or giving the sign language man at Nelson Mandela's funeral a communication award. Remember him?
God and King, God of the spirits of all flesh, in whose hands are the souls of the living and the dead, receive, we beseech.
When President Obama won the Nobel Peace Prize, Trump tweeted, "Can Oslo retract prize?" How ironic. Donald Trump contradicts himself so often, even if he told me he was lying, I wouldn't believe him. The nomination is for brokering peace between Israel and the United Arab Emirates. One small issue there. Israel and the UAE haven't fought each other since they were created over 70 years ago. So either Trump went back in time to 1948 to broker that peace, or he handled the negotiations when he was 2 years old. Trump was nominated before, thanks to his dream of peace between South Korea and North Korea. That went so well that his North Korean buddy, Mr. Kim Jong-un, launched a couple of missiles over Japan and sent soldiers to the liaison offices used for those peace talks and blew them up. Time to look forward to looking back, using the magic of the Cats and Dogs time machine.
Ages ago, the Founding Fathers of the United States passed into law a bill enabling them to appoint the candidate with fewer votes as their president. The presidential election would take 3 years and a half. So the winner of each round would initiate his or her election campaign for the next round as soon as possible. A raft of actors could influence the election outcome, including the candidate themselves, their parties, arms manufacturers, AIPAC, Wall Street, Google, Facebook, Amazon, Twitter, McDonald's, Burger King, King Salman, Al-Walid bin Talal, Salman bin Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, foreign hackers, and American people. The exact process through which the candidate could win the election still remains a baffling mystery. Some top scientists would hold a number of workshops for ordinary citizens determined to vote in the run-up to the election, but it would hardly help them. In the end, supporters of the candidate with more votes would get upset and even cry because the winner was the one with fewer votes.
Secret recordings revealed Trump's elder sister describing him as an unprincipled phony. Why is this news? If they'd said she described him as a principled saint, then she'd have grounds to sue for fake news. Let's speak to the president's eldest sister right here on Cats and Dogs.
Oh, sister, when I come to lie in your arms, you should not treat me like a stranger.
Marianne, it's a great honour to speak with you, the US president's eldest sister.
Don't tell anyone you know that.
That I know what?
That I'm the president's sister.
Oh, right. OK, I think they already know that.
Damn.
Marianne, tell us about the Donald you know. How would you describe your brother?
Oh, sure. He is a... And that's all I've got to say about that.
What was he like as an infant?
I clearly remember Donald's first word.
Which was?
Fake. And his second word was news, just over a year later. And his first complete sentence was, I have never seen a thin person drinking Diet Coke. Yes.
OK, right. Was he a high achiever as a child?
Well, when he was 2, he claimed he brokered a peace deal between Israel and the UAE. But I didn't believe it then, and I don't believe it now.
Yes, I heard about that. Marianne, what books did your brother read?
Fiction, mainly. It's where he got most of his political ideas.
What about his friends today? Who does he hang out with?
I can't tell you that.
Why? Don't you know?
No, it's because they're either on trial or already in jail. One of them is even on trial for joke nominations for the Nobel Peace Prize.
Was he a team player when you were growing up?
Not really. He didn't even wash his own clothes. Even today, he's got people doing that for him.
Oh, you mean Melania?
No, I mean Steve Bannon.
What? Steve Bannon washes the president's clothes?
Well, not exactly. Let's just say Steve's just been arrested about...
Arrested about doing the laundry?
Doing laundry. Money laundering, actually. You do the math.
I think we should leave that. As his sister, do you feel your brother will win another term as president?
Actually, you need to ask someone who's a lot closer to Donald than I am.
Oh, you mean his campaign manager?
No, I mean Stormy Daniels.
Marianne, thank you very much.
Oh, and don't tell anyone I spoke to you. Hold on. Is this being recorded? Oh, no. Not again.
That's all we've got time for this week. Join me next time to find out who's been let off the leash, who's making catcalls, and who's howling at the moon. I'm Lemon Opik, and this was Cats and Dogs.